Greetings, folks. This is Book of Mormon Chiasmus. Today we'll be discussing Alma, chapter 40, verses 22 through 24. And this little section is part of a larger discourse, but it has a very nice chiasmus concerning the restoration or being restored. And interestingly, this is the only time in the entire chapter that these words appear. So notice how in verse 22 and 24, these act as a set of identical bookends. In Hebrew poetry, this is called an inclusio or an envelope structure. Alma opens his thought with the phrase, the restoration of which has been spoken by the mouth of the prophets, and closes his entire thought 2 verses later with the exact same lengthy phrase, this is the restoration of which has been spoken by the mouth of the prophets. This was an ancient scribal technique used to neatly bundle a singular, complete doctrinal statement before moving on to a new topic. The central core of the structure contains a flawless identical chiasmus that focuses entirely on the mechanism of physical resurrection. In C and C prime, as C through D, the soul shall be restored to the body, and the body to the soul. This rapid, immediate inversion of terms, soul, body, body, soul, is a textbook Semitic rhetorical device used to denote absolute, inescapable equality and locking of elements. In the C prime statement, the statement, and every limb and joint shall be restored to its body, is a perfect match to the words shall be restored in C, but notice it adds that every limb and joint shall be restored to its body. So this is building upon the theology in the upper half. Beautifully, the poetry itself accomplishes exactly what the doctrine is teaching. Alma is trying to explain the concept of restoration, which means putting things back exactly where they belong in their proper original order. By writing the sermon in a chiasmus form, Alma builds a literary system where every single word travels away from home, reaches a climax, and then is restored back to its proper matching order at the end of the poem. It's really highly unlikely that an uneducated 23-year-old Joseph Smith could have accidentally generated a complex poetic device that perfectly serves as a literal mechanical metaphor for the physical resurrection. It is therefore much more probable that Alma, trained as an ancient writer of the Hebrew poetic literary style, wrote this beautiful chiasmus. And in that respect, I feel this chiasmus beautifully testifies of the literal inspired prophetic mission of Joseph Smith as the prophet. So cheers. Hope you enjoyed this. We'll see you in the next episode.